Welcome to the fastest 2 hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Happy Monday. Oh, summer has arrived. Summer is here this week. For the people who like that really warm weather throughout the Missouri area.
That would be me.
I know it's you. Angela really doesn't care. She's kind of tough.
I like a little bit of warm. I like a little bit of warm.
I say this affectionately.
Okay. That always means it's going to be bad. What is that?
You're kind of like a tough old bird.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You deal with 0-degree temperatures.
I'm a tough chick, man.
I know. You're like,
although I'm not going to lie, I'm a little chilly in here.
When?
Right now, in this building.
Because you have a T-shirt on and the air's on.
Yeah.
That's why I wore a jacket today.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to go get it.
We started running the air again. And Eric started running the air. So I started wearing long sleeve stuff again.
So now we got to go back to the jackets and long sleeves. You can put your hoodie up?
I'll do my Angela, my best Angela.
Yes, that'll be me in a minute. Yes.
You didn't even have that hood up at the hockey game, and it was way colder there.
Now I look like Angela with my sunglasses.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get behind the mic.
There you go. That's going to be me in a minute. I gotta run out to the car in the next break and get a coat.
Hey guys, welcome to The Edge. It is the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Appreciate everybody jumping in right now early on a Monday. Anyway, it's always easier to get up. We know that when it's warmer outside and sunny, isn't it?
And when the Blues win.
And when the Blues win. We're getting to all that. That is right. And when the Blues win. Eric Johnson will be here at some point. Maybe. We'll see.
He was pretty drunk yesterday.
Oh, my gosh. Chris
Don't blame it on me.
Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Yes, it is also a better weekend when the Blues win. Okay, Friday night, I worked. Then I met Chris and Eric in Chris's suite for the Blues game. I looked down a section. Angela was in your little section.
Yeah.
We saw you were wearing a blue and yellow shirt. Yeah. Were you on a date?
I was with Reed, so no.
No, we saw another guy with you.
That wasn't Reed.
That's the other co-host of the show.
What's his name?
His name is Nate Lucas.
Oh, that's okay. I've heard his name because I listen to a lot of sports radio.
Yeah, so it was Nate, me, and Reed.
Why was he holding your hand?
He wasn't. We were shaking hands with the winner and the winner's wife when we...
The winner.
Yeah, so we did a giveaway where somebody could win tickets to go with Reed, well, and the rest of us, but mostly Reed, to that game. So the winner and the winner's wife came with us.
Oh, I was so pissed off leaving the game, watching the Blues get spanked, but then so happy yesterday, screaming and yelling, I got to get my voice back because I was at the game yesterday again.
Of course.
At Chris's suite.
Totally different team.
And it was a blast. It was just, I was at game 6. I went to every playoff game of the Stanley Cup run except the overtime game where they won against us. So I was fortunate enough to go to every one of those playoff games, including game 6, which was one of the most incredible experiences of my life up until the puck dropped because it was so loud, so crazy, and so wild. Yesterday's game at times reached that fever loud pitch that I had heard back
that's cool. Then.
Game 6, Stanley Cup Finals, when the Blues had a chance to wrap it up at home. It was great to see the fans support the team yesterday. Loved it.
Look how you're getting all cutesy about it.
I know. It's just because I do like the Blues like you. So anyway, we went. Chris, thank you. It was great to get there for the third period Friday night and all day yesterday. So it was a lot of fun. Blues got their win. Cardinals lost last night. They've lost the last 2 days. We'll get into that as well. Anyway, so you didn't go to the game yesterday, Angela?
No, I did birthday things. So we celebrated my nephew's birthday.
Oh, what birthday?
He'll be 9 on Tuesday, but we celebrated yesterday.
Name?
Mikey.
Happy birthday to Mikey. What does Mikey like to do?
Mikey likes to play guitar and play lacrosse, and he does all sorts of really cool little fun
Where's it? Oh,
How old is he?
things. He'll be 9 on Tuesday.
9.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect age.
Right. I mean, he still likes me, so that's cool. Like, I don't know at what point a little boy stops liking their aunt, but I know it's coming.
I loved my aunts.
Really?
All the way through. You'll like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I fear like it's coming.
No, you're good to him.
Okay.
He'll like you.
All right.
As long as you continue to be good to him.
Right.
And I think
he's my favorite human. Like, we don't say that in front of his sister, but he is my favorite human.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with this, guys, but while we're kind of easing into the show. Starbucks baby names. Did you see this?
I did not see this. No.
Okay, someone posted an idea on a mommy blog for testing out baby names to see how people would react, and some people think this is really, really brilliant. Okay, when they ask for a name, give them the baby name you want to use, and you'll learn 3 things. Now, this is a baby names when you go get your coffee at Starbucks.
So, like, in theory, if you were going to have a baby,
This
you
would
have
be a
a
way to
couple of
test it
names,
out.
and I go to Starbucks and I order and I say I would like my hot chocolate, and my name is
When they
Rain.
ask for a name, give the baby name that you want to use.
Okay.
And you'll see, can the barista easily spell it?
Okay.
Can
I think
they-
it's more fun if they can't spell it.
Can they pronounce it?
Okay.
And then how will other people react when they hear the name that you say?
I would be fearful in that situation that if I had a really cool, unique name, that I'd be giving it away to everybody else in the shop, though, if I used it prior to naming my baby that.
The barista that they did a test on in the study, it was pronounced Zanti.
Okay. Reminds me of Xantax, but all right.
And the barista,
Keep going.
the barista, I'm sorry, the barista got it right, correctly spelled, Zanti.
Zante.
Phonetically, that's kind of how it would seem. Xanthe.
Oh, X. Okay. Oh, there's an H in there.
Zanti.
No. All right. Well, I mean, good for the barista. I would have spelled it way wrong.
Zanti. If Chris ever gets that spider monkey, Zanti.
I thought we were naming a Victor the spider monkey.
Is that officially, is that a dead issue now, Chris?
Yeah, it's dead.
No spider monkey?
No spider monkey. Unless you want the spider monkey to live with you.
No, it would be by itself. It would be running the household, I guess. Yeah.
You'd have a Victor Jr. running
Yeah,
around your house.
that might be an
God.
issue. So Zanti, I've never even heard of that name. Is anybody else?
No.
Also, we had a pretty nice weekend weather-wise. Oh, Kentucky Derby. Joe Patterson, an 80-1 horse, won the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Damn, why didn't I put $1,000
Nice bet.
on that?
Massive. And there's video out on social media that's gone viral. It shows the up top copy from where this horse started and the path that it took all the way around in and out of horses to win it. It's really cool.
Oh, that is kind of neat.
Horses are beautiful, in my opinion, and I love the sport, and it's really cool to see.
I
these
only like
animals.
watching them in live action, right?
Yeah.
I don't like watching it on the TV.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's like hockey.
Angela, you remind me of
A horse?
of a woman that would like horses, ride
Oh.
horses.
That is the biggest insult you've ever said to me, and you said it on air.
Why?
Because those horse ladies, no offense,
What's
are
wrong with them?
weirdos. Like horse
They're
women.
not.
Horse
What?
women are really horse women. Like you don't ever know anybody who just casually likes horses, right?
I do.
Really, do you? Because
do.
most women that I know that love horses, like wear the horse T-shirt and they have a horse on their
Oh,
car
come on.
and they have little doll horses and they just
I would say
they're
that's a
all
little over the
in
top.
on the horses.
Okay.
I mean,
know
I don't mind
horses.
riding a horse occasionally, but I'm not like a
I know
horse
some. I know
person.
some people that ride horses every Sunday,
Yeah.
and women. They're not.
Do
They're
they
not.
wear- do they
Yeah, they're
wear
not.
horse-
But
No, they're
I'm.
not.
I'm sure we all.
I mean, I guess you get some people out there like that, but I don't think Angela would be like one of those. But I would have thought that you would have liked animals, right? Horses?
No, I'm not really big in
No,
no.
not you, huh?
Not me. I'm more of a goldfish type, but otherwise,
Oh,
I'm
man.
not really that much into
Goldfish
animals.
type.
That's really where my animal line is.
Hey, Chris. I think
Sure.
we're set for the summer with our 6-pack, and I'm not talking
Are we?
about alcohol.
Uh-oh.
I'm talking about abs.
Okay.
You can now get them tattooed on your stomach.
Really?
What?
Seriously. And it doesn't, if your body is somewhat tan, they can kind of blend in.
But
I mean, seriously, it can kind of help. Check it out. I've seen some pictures. A guy in England is bringing it full go right now. As long as the skin tone and the skin color is somewhat the same, you can get your abs tattooed on. There's contouring, shadowing
well, I've seen
to
people
make your
do
stomach
it with
look just like you would on your face.
like the airbrush. I've seen them airbrush the stomach. but I've never seen them actually tattoo the stuff. Because what happens if you're not like somewhat in shape? Or
Yeah,
like
that would
you,
look pretty weird, wouldn't
right?
it?
Like you get it, or you get it while you're somewhat in shape, and then over time, like you do, you expand, and then you have these abs, but your stomach's kind of not doing what abs would do,
Right.
Right?
Chris, so there's airbrushing. We've got contouring, we got shadowing
We're good.
to make the bellies look a little better.
That's right.
By the way, I couldn't. Okay, you've got a fan, and everything you say, John Parker loves. By the way, Angela. So take that with a
Oh, I
grain
thought
of
you were
salt.
talking about me.
He says that you're
Yes,
absolutely.
Chris, he's on your
He
team.
thinks
That's
women
right.
who love horses are weird people on planet. I happen to know 3 of them, and they're not. But I haven't met all the horse.
Well, I
people.
suppose I haven't met them all either. If you've met some
Kevin
normal
says, "LOL, horse women." Angela, haha, HOARSE.
ones, I did like that comment.
Roslyn says, "Angela's a goldfish and peeps girl."
That's true. That is true.
And John says, like white walls on an old car. Yeah, that would be like the painting, I'm assuming, in regards to contouring and shadowing some abs on us guys that would like abs again.
Right there, you go. I mean, let's do it.
I did meet Chris's mother yesterday, and happy Mother's
Oh,
Day
how
to all the mothers who
nice.
are out there.
She came to the game.
Yeah, and I asked her a story. You sounded English when you said that.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
That was nice. You came to the game? She came to the game? Yeah, she did. And I was trying to find out some good, funny stories about Chris.
Should give you anything good?
No, it was like Chris was like some angel child or something.
There's no way that's accurate. There's no way.
What'd I do to you, Angela?
Well, nothing. But like you're
you come in
fun.
here attacking me on a Monday morning?
Well, you
People feel attacked very often when I speak. But what I'm saying is, you seem like a fun adult. There's no way as a child you were like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, I'll do what you say, ma'am. There's just no way.
She was just like, you know what he really loved to do when he was a kid? First was going to his childhood, like really adolescent age. Like, oh, I couldn't get him off the big wheels.
Yeah.
Okay, that,
It's like all
that
he ever-
fits.
All I ever wanted to do,
Yes.
she said, all I ever wanted to do was get on a big wheel and drive around.
That
You
tracks.
didn't have a big wheel when you were growing
Yes,
up?
I did. Yeah, big wheels, like, because I'm older than you, and I think they hit like right in my age. But yeah, the big wheels all around.
How about you, Angela? What kind of toys did you have when you were growing up?
I had one of those remote control, or I guess the parents remote controlled it, little moving cars,
Little electric cars?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And like the mom or dad could like, and then you felt like you were driving.
There you go. I loved my big wheel. And I rode the tires off that.
Did you? Well, you had more than one, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes.
How many did you have?
3.
Oh.
Not too many.
So this fits. This tracks. He likes a lot of cars. He had multiple big wheels.
I
That
do
makes
like
sense
cars.
to me.
You like cars, right, Angela?
I do. But that's probably because I had these little electric cars that my dad could drive me around in.
Hey, I wanted to give a shout out to it has a new name. It's now called Keyway, but it's formerly known as the Center for Women Reentering Society from Incarceration. I hosted an event for them at the Four Seasons on Saturday night, and I don't think you could get. There are so many wonderful charities, and most charities, almost every one of them I've ever met, does good work. I've done one similar to this in the past, but I just love what they did in regards to taking specifically women who've been in prison for whatever reasons and trying to reenter them and transition them back into society as productive members, moms, wives again. And it's not easy. It's not easy for men coming back out, especially for women trying to find their role. So that was great night to get a chance
Very
to meet some
cool.
women who've had a chance to utilize the resources there and do what they can to try to get back into society. So had a great time emceeing that. They did a really good job. Four Seasons, always a nice place to do it. We appreciate that. So it is The Edge. Give us a call if you want to. The phone number is 636-695-2915. You can jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Once again, 100.7 The Viper on Facebook. Share the show as always. You can stream us at viperrocks.com. Once again, it's viperrocks.com. And I think we're still on The Morning Edge as well on YouTube.
Oh, right on.
So we go from there. Once again, finishing out the Blues Talk. The Blues play Tuesday night now in Minnesota. And then they're going to be back Thursday night in St. Louis for Game 6. So that would be great. Oh, yes, I did see John Parker from a distance, and I went back to look for him Saturday. I also went to help out another friend of mine who had a derby party Saturday at a place in Clayton to help him do an auction item. But John Parker, I saw him from a distance, and then I went back to say hi as I was leaving because I had to leave early to go to my function downtown, and he was gone. So I think
he disappeared.
He might have stayed 40 minutes since John Parker brought it. He said, "I missed you on Saturday, man, at the Kentucky Derby party." So, and of course, it wouldn't be a Monday morning without Mark Drew Harris saying the Blues are finished. Mark, I love you, and I'm glad you're on the show because you always give us a different perspective all the time. The Blues are finished.
I don't know if it counts as a different perspective all the time when the perspective is just the opposite of whatever you say.
Yeah, when it's like just like wrong.
It's just whatever Vic says, he just takes the opposite road. I don't know if we can even count it as a different perspective. It's like Drew is going to say what the opposite of Vic.
No, Drew Mark Harris has. What is the word I'm looking for? He just has more of a hardcore approach to St. Louis sports teams and how they are bad. So we'll see. John Parker says he was there for 3.5 hours. John, I can tell you this. I walked around the side where I first saw you because I was taking a picture and they turned me around in light. So when I turned around, I saw him out on the patio. I was like, oh, there's John Parker because he stood out because he had on some like bright, like orange, pinkish, salmon colored jacket. I don't know.
Ooh, that sounds pretty.
And then when I went out there, John, to look for you, you were gone. And I scanned the entire, maybe you were in the bathroom for like 10 minutes. I don't know. But anyway, I scanned, I didn't see, and then I had to get going. So that's where I was. Chris, $100 says I'm right. He's trying to bet you on the Blues because Minnesota has now regained the home ice advantage in that series with the Blues having 3 of their top 6 defensemen out. You gonna jump on Chris? I know. I was leaving it for crickets. I was like, what's going on there? Is Chris going to jump on that or not? Is he going to do it?
I can't do that to him.
I love it.
I can't do that to him.
Okay. I got you. I get it.
Money's hard to come by. I hate to take his money.
Well, we're all hoping that the Blues can get back on the right track. Okay.
Not all of us. Drew is clearly hoping that they crumble to their doom. Because Drew is just a ball of happiness.
Drew, what good happened for you over the weekend? I invited you to ask or to let us know. Hopefully you had something that made you happy over the weekend.
It's going to be something negative, like he saw something
probably
like a bird die or something.
Well, coming up, hey, Chris, by the way.
Yeah. Did
you see Bob Romanek died?
I did.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about Bob. He helped me when I came to town.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, he was awesome when he came to. He helped me. Now I know I told him flat out. I'll tell you the story with Bob Romanek, very controversial broadcaster. I disagreed with how he handled some things and some things that he said, but I never disagreed with his passion for helping East St. Louis because nobody did as much as Bob Romanek did behind the scenes. But in my humble opinion, he ruined it with some words that he used when he's discussed people. So anyway, we'll get into that whole situation. Marijuana campaign for legalizing it in the state of Missouri has major support. Major support. We'll get into that. How long is that going to take to happen? Elon Musk, when you put yourself out there, he's being attacked from all sides now.
Oh, is he?
Oh, even going after his mom, you name it. You go against the system comes back against you.
Yeah, but I don't think he cares.
He doesn't, but he's going to be attacked on a level that he's never been attacked before.
But I honestly do not think he's going to care.
We know he's kind of like half
about
robot,
a guy that
but I think he's
sends
human.
Stuff to space. Do you think do you think he cares what these idiots out here are saying about him or his family or his friends? He don't care.
I did see his tweet that says, "If I die mysteriously, like I didn't do it or whatever,"
right.
And I was like, "Oh my!"
Right.
Now you have both Republican and Democratic lawmakers going after the president on the whole situation of paying off student loan. I mean, it's bizarre. We got a lot to get into. You're listening to The Edge. Chris Knight's here. Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. We may need to put an APB out on Eric Johnson.
Uh-oh.
Chris showed up today. I answered the bell. Where's Eric Johnson?
I mean, he's still on time for Eric.
Yeah, he is. It's only 8:21.
He's got a couple minutes.
It's only 8:21. He's in the car. He's out there watching us right now laughing.
Yeah, probably.
From the street. A little creepy, but that's cool.
All right, you're listening to The Edge. Back with more right after this.
Edge morning traffic.
Tracking a bit of volume, 6440 eastbound, headed out of Lake St. Louis. And then watch for a crash westbound 370 before 141 in the right lane. And northbound 270 before Doherty Ferry, that one also in the right lane. Delays for drivers traveling through the work zone on I-55 today and traveling westbound on 270 in North St. Louis County between Washington Elizabeth and 367. There will be overnight lane closures on 270 this week in Sunset Hills and the Bridgeton area. Starting at 8:30 Tuesday night, crews will close 2 lanes of northbound 270 near 44. Then at 11:30 at night, there's a full closure for 15 minutes for sign replacement over the interstate. The same thing happens Wednesday night in the Bridgeton area on 270. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
The Edge Morning Show. Yeah, we know we don't start as early as the other shows. Because we're a lot smarter.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
You worked from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for Adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Shop local with Revolution Mattress in O'Fallon. When you come in, you talk to the owners, Kevin and Lisa. No high pressure and no salesperson stalking you through the store. Kevin and Lisa will help you pick out the perfect mattress for your body and sleep position. Most of their products are made in America with a 10-year non-prorated warranty. See why Revolution Mattress has 5-star ratings on Google and Facebook reviews. Revolution Mattress, locally owned on Main Street in O'Fallon.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Did I miss something? Is there a reason why we're playing this music, or just because we
Eric
like?
showed up.
Okay. He's Superman.
But he's still not.
Is he
in
put
here.
his cape
I was going
on?
to say, he's not even in
Put
the
his
room.
cape
You know he wears tights. He does wear tights. He wears tights every Friday night and Saturday night.
Superman.
He doesn't like this courageous music though.
I'm up now. Yeah. Is that my walk-on music? I'll take it.
It is today.
Greatest hero in the
You
history
made-
of superheroes, right there.
You made it in.
Someone would say Tony Stark, but it's not because he's not a superhero. He just wears a big contraption. This is it right here. Good job, Chris.
Good morning, Eric. It's good to see you.
What other superhero can fly? Not a lot.
Okay.
That was not a Monday morning question, by the way. Hi, how you doing? You guys know how to party, that's for sure.
Chris knows how to party
Good job.
Well, I always get all the blame.
because you're the instigator.
So Chris,
You're the fire starter.
Yeah.
so I guess we were tied. Chris goes to the bathroom. He gets a goal. We get a goal. He goes to the bathroom again. We get another goal.
We were tied.
I don't think you saw one goal by the Blues yesterday, Chris.
I've seen the first one and the last one. I did not see 2, 3, or 4.
It was good. We had a chance to go to the game yesterday.
There's no party like a.
Angela was there Friday night too, so all 4 of us were there at some point Friday. I didn't show up till third period though because I worked. But there's nothing like going to a game late when there's zero traffic.
Yeah.
I literally drove right downtown. I'm there from our station in 20 minutes from Maryland Heights. I'm like, damn, this is quite nice.
Yeah, they were rocking. I'm going to take issue right now with Mark Harris. I think the Blues get past the Minnesota team and they move swiftly into the playoffs with Bennington in goal. There you go. There's my prediction.
You saw it up close yesterday.
I sure did.
And for our St. Louis fans, and I know we have listeners all across the country, we're a hockey city in St. Louis, and we do like our Blues. And Jordan Bennington won us a cup in 2019, and Billy Husso has been absolutely amazing, but the Blues needed a shake-up. So they put Bennington yesterday, and Bennington was really good. He was the game's #1 star, too. So just happy for him. Crowd was going insane when he was talking after the game as well. So there you go.
Put the varsity squad in. Okay, back to
Lance
the show.
says, I think Eric gets confused with the new roundabout in Lake St. Louis, which causes him to be late.
I do.
What
I
is he
was thinking
talking
about that today.
There's the
out
roundabout.
there. That sucks. I agree.
I don't drive around
hate
in
that
Lake St. Louis.
roundabout.
What is going on in Lake St. Louis?
I think it's money that the city of Lake St. Louis had to spend. It was use it or lose it.
So wait, so
they put the damn
So the
roundabout
question is,
in.
you know what? I've generally liked roundabouts in my
No.
past. You guys don't like them.
No, I mean, what's the point of having
I
it right
don't mind them if everyone around you knows how to use them. But I feel like here we're not accustomed to roundabouts. So a lot of times it's taking you more time than less time because people don't know what they're
It's
supposed
because
to
you
do.
don't know when to stop. I don't know when to stop. I don't know who has the right of way.
Once you're in it, you never stop.
Do you know that there's research?
Mm-hmm.
I was told there was research from a news story. I heard this 3-4 years ago that roundabouts actually keep traffic going quicker than stoplights.
I'm sure they do. Except for what?
Yeah, actually, it was on tap. They're adding a bunch more roundabouts kind of closer to downtown St. Louis. And I mean, this one out here, it seems like you guys have figured out how to use it for the most part because there's one right near this station. When you get off the highway, there's a roundabout. For the most part, I would say 90% of these people understand how to use it. However, I'm not sure if you throw one of those in the city, how long that's going to take us to figure out.
Exactly. I don't.
Why if you throw one in the city?
Because we're just not used to roundabouts, right? Like unless you.
Because you grew up driving in the city where you don't have them.
Right.
Everybody. Well, so
A
there's got to be.
roundabout in the city, they're going to do 100 miles an hour and go right straight through it. They're not going to take time to
In
go
the city, I'm
in a
used to
damn
one-way
roundabout.
streets, and that kind of. I'm not used to a roundabout, so we'll see how that goes.
No, they suck.
Chris, it's
I
Monday.
hate the
Come on,
roundabouts.
man.
Aaron says cheaper for cities. They don't have to pay for lights. I get it.
I like them.
But,
I like them.
But I've also, like I said, I believe there is research that shows that they're quicker than stoplights.
Once people understand how to
Once
use them.
people-
Are you at 2 in the morning when you're coming home and there's no one on the road and there's a red light that you know stays red forever? Do you go through them?
No, because most no.
I do.
No, because I know that would be
don't.
the time that I would get hit.
No, when it's like a ghost town.
Yeah,
when you can
because
see the
there's always
tumbleweeds
an
all over the
officer
place.
sitting somewhere
Well,
in a dark shaded area.
and you know that red light stays red for like 5 minutes, and you're like, man.
well, now there's cameras on stoplights too.
That's what the roundabout would take care of. Is you don't have to sit at no stoplight and forever on you can kind of but they do cause traffic jams too if there's a lot of traffic
Hell yeah,
coming
they
way.
do.
So
Clint says he got stuck in a 5-lane roundabout in Paris.
how is that possible?
Well, it's five lanes all around. How are you going to, if once you get in, how are you going to get out if you have 3, 4, 5 lane on your right and you're trying to get over into it?
Yeah.
We don't have roundabouts like that
Right.
in St. Louis or the Midwest. Roundabouts were a big thing when I was in Michigan.
Oh, were they? Okay.
In Ohio, they're big in Indiana.
I'd only.
I'm
played
sorry,
with-
I'm still a proponent for roundabouts. I just
England was the only place that I drove a roundabout before getting here, and we decided to add them up. Because now there's a couple here, which I.
Okay, so where is the roundabout in Lake St. Louis that you guys were talking about?
There's one literally right here,
You
right
pull out
when
of
you
the
get off the
station, make a
highway.
left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new one they're trying to put in. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that when I get on the Highway 70. Okay, I've done that a couple times. But that's only like a little mini roundabout if you're getting onto Highway 70
Yeah, but
from
well,
the station.
No,
What's-
well when
what's the
when I
point?
come when I get off, I go halfway around
but
it.
but it goes smoothly, right?
90% of the time.
Okay.
There's always that one lady in front of you every once in a while. Sorry, ladies. I don't know why I said lady. I guess it could be a guy too.
I'm glad
But
you
they,
said it.
They stop before, like, just there's nobody there. Keep going. What is happening? I don't yell, but I want to.
Oh my God.
Grandma comes up to a roundabout. She's never seen a roundabout in 50 years. Slows traffic down, trying to figure out what she's supposed to do.
Todd
with a
says heading
roundabout.
into Clearwater Beach this morning, it's a 30-minute wait because of a roundabout. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
How? I don't even get that.
Because the traffic doesn't flow when you have that many people.
So
trying
maybe
to go-
roundabouts work when you have a certain amount of traffic?
Yeah, I mean, they would have to be bigger, obviously.
Kevin says, I don't see why it's so hard to make a left.
Exactly. I mean, when you go get your driver's license, right? You have to read the stop signs, the traffic signs. I mean, why are we putting in roundabouts?
Frank
And
says they should put in a figure 8 to really blow people's minds.
You know what?
they're talking
I'm actually
about
going to
making
be on
the
that
service
team.
roads in St. Peter's one way, and all the car dealerships are opposing it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I get
so
that.
they're trying to make a westbound on one side of the highway and an eastbound on the other side of the highway. No two lane service roads.
Why do they want to do
anymore.
that?
I
What
don't
would be the benefit?
I don't know. I'm assuming I'm speaking off the hip here. I would assume it has to do with money offered to the city by the state. I have no idea.
Huh.
But I do know that it's been proposed because if you drive up there on the service road in St. Peter's, all the car dealerships say vote no to this. No one-way service roads because it will just kill the car dealership business.
No, that's a good point. I get it. I mean, I drive Lindbergh a lot in the kind of Creve Coeur, Ladue area, and when I'm going to work or if you can't just make left-hand turns to get to businesses.
Right.
You have to do a lot of U's on those roads, and that can be a pain in the rear when you're trying to make U's too, though, when you talk about how traffic goes and no left turns to get into businesses. Oh, you have to go all the way down, make a UE, fight that oncoming traffic,
See,
and then get back in and pick up the traffic
You
speed.
put them in the city, and it's easier for people to shoot other people because it looks like a target. So it's much easier for people to just take shots at each other. It's nice.
John Parker says,
just put a red bullseye right in the middle.
they are already they're already putting one-way service roads in North County on either side of 270. So they're doing that already there.
Oh.
You're seeing, so what you're seeing around St. Louis is a challenge that this system was built in 1950.
It's our infrastructure is not great.
It's hard in all these cities. The infrastructure was kind of conceived back in the 50s and the 60s, and now you go from maybe less than 1 million people in your area to well over 5 million people in your area. You have to figure out how to fix those bandwidth constraints, the bottlenecking, if you will. And unfortunately, along the sides of these highways, we've built up too close to them where we can't expand the highways out or any of these roads out. So we're going through a period where we're really having a hard time figuring out how to get more space.
Well, here's a good perspective. Kevin says, I'm from Chicago. Excuse me. I kind of like the service roads they have all over here.
Amen, brother.
So you don't have to tangle with the highway traffic. It took some getting used to, though.
I mean, why don't we fix the potholes first?
And John Parker says Johnny Londoff's getting whacked right now because of the service roads.
The potholes are terrible.
Yeah, everything around here. I tell you what, infrastructure, you're going to fix one thing first. Chris is right. You have to fix these streets first. Second, you have to figure out where you can put new streets. Don't tell everybody about the service roads, Vic, because that's what I do. It's a secret.
It's not a secret.
It's a secret. You figure out the secret mechanisms to get where you want to go.
People with half a brain realize you have the service
they
roads.
don't.
They just look over to the right and they're like, there's a road.
But
I'll
you don't
take
know
that
how to get on
instead.
it. There's no place. They're like, how do you get on that service
Eric,
road? You don't know. There's a secret's out of the bag.
You really think it's a secret?
Yes.
And that you got something special that nobody else has.
I do. I have my outer road going to Wentzville on Highway 40. Ever go on Highway 40 at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon? You can't because it's slowed down. But if you can get on that service road, you can boop, right in front of everybody. And if Vic tells everyone, boom.
Eric, I'm sorry, service roads.
Stop it.
Service roads are not a secret.
Because you just let the cat out of the bag. Thanks.
Yes, please weigh in on the Facebook page. Is this the first you've ever heard of using a service road to get around the highway? Please let us know if this is the first time you've heard
sense
that.
the sarcasm there. Thank you, Angela. St. Louis County and Richmond Heights area and Chesterfield have done that for years. Chesterfield's done that. They have service roads going one way. And it can... Eric, yeah, I like service roads too, but
then stop talking about it.
Lance says in downtown St. Louis, I can't tell the difference between potholes and sewer lids. Ooh,
Factual.
really?
Yeah, and the sewer lids are like, I don't know what's happening to the sewers or they're building around them, but the sewers are like 4 inches into the ground now. Have you noticed that?
No.
It's like when you go over a sewer cap,
you can hear them.
You can nail them.
Ba-bump, ba-bump.
Yeah. So it's flawed design. We're definitely not the most high-tech country on the planet anymore. That's for sure. You go to other cities and they've done their infrastructure a lot better than we have, for sure.
Aaron says, suck a secret, the light. Suck a secret, the light at Highway Z. And the service road is backed up too when the highway is jammed.
I think he's saying it's not a secret because also
Yeah.
that road is not good.
Well, you don't even need the service roads, Angela. You can have secret point A to point B's through subdivisions. You can figure.
Yeah, if you know where you're at.
Yes.
But he's not giving everybody a map from their house to wherever they're going. Everybody knows that if you take back roads, you're going to get somewhere quicker most of the time than if you take the highway.
Yeah.
Okay, Alan says, I don't care for roundabouts because I have to traverse them from time to time with a lowboy, and I love tearing a brick or two when I go through and around them, so long as I take both lanes and people get pissed off. No end cause. I tie it up. I don't know. And basically, road maintenance is a game of whack-a-mole. All right. We are all. Why are we talking about roads? Because Michelle, we talk about everything. I can't. Everything we talk
So
about.
roads are political to me now.
They are political.
They are so
But
political.
I can't
to me
remember
now.
how we got into this. Was it because of the roundabout?
It was the roundabouts.
Oh,
And every
because
time you
Chris
s-
told us a roundabout in Lake St. Louis.
And every time you guys say that, I think of the song by Yes. So it's kind of weird. You guys won't know it. Don't worry.
About what
It's a
artist?
song-
Can you sing us a little?
I can't. I'm not a singer. It's,
That's your
every
English
time you say the
accent
word
again?
roundabout, I think the word of the band Yes. Just move on.
The roundabout.
Yeah.
No, tell us. Okay, fine. So if you want to jump in on that. you can let us know. Very, very, we were talking about as we went to break. Elon Musk is now being attacked by pretty much everybody in the world.
Is it everybody?
That doesn't, quote, that doesn't agree. Like it's national media all over him, national pundits all over him, but it's the big name newspapers and media conglomerates who have something against Elon Musk. I mean, you had the New York Times coming out this last weekend trying to say that he was detached from apartheid's atrocities during his youth in South Africa. His mom had to come to his defense because now they're trying to paint these media conglomerations as him being some racist guy now. Oh, Twitter is going to hurt African Americans and Hispanics. It's like, what? Where is this stuff being made up from? That's why you just have to be careful with headlines that you see and media outlets reporting stuff that just isn't factually correct. Yeah. Whether you agree with Elon Musk or not.
Yeah. No, Elon is...
And he has made himself a lightning rod.
Yeah, he's in the peanut gallery for sure. He's the guy that is like responding to all this. He's the guy over there with a bag of popcorn and a megaphone with a lot of money saying, you guys are telling a lie. And he takes another bite of popcorn. He goes, hey, that Hunter Biden thing? Hey, what was that all about? And he takes another bite of popcorn. And so the media over here is kind of lying to you and being dismissive of a lot of stuff. And he's going, he's basically shedding false lights or true lights on false stories. And the media does not like that. He's like, can somebody shut that guy up for us over there? And that's what's going on here.
Well, Angela said it too. He tweeted out about him mysteriously dying. Yeah.
What's the best way to kill? Yes. What's the best way to you just kill the messenger. And then all of a sudden, then you have to deal with the backlash of him being killed. But at least he's not spouting off about all these sensitive topics anymore. Now the topic is, hey, who killed Elon? So they can. It's like I don't think it'll happen. I think he's got way too much money to have too much protection around him. But if Elon feels something coming, you better take notice for sure.
Well, I guarantee he's had death threats. And they're, like I've always said, things are going on. Before the general public ever hears about things, we're not on the inside. Things are done. They are written way before it gets to the limelight. Deals are done. Choose my words correctly. Situations are put in place before we even have any idea.
Don't you feel like you're right, Vic? It's like the government... Institutions, not the government, institutions kind of had carte blanche to do whatever they wanted because the media wasn't so in your face back in the day, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Then, social media, we can put a lot more spotlight on stories now. Don't you feel like that the system just had more carte blanche access to do whatever the hell they wanted back in the day? Now it's kind of like they have a lot of things they have to think about before they do anything, such as, all this CRT stuff, any initiative that's kind of controversial, do you know what I mean? It seems just like Elon getting killed, we would find out exactly who did it within like minutes. We would know exactly who took Elon out. Don't you feel like we would know?
I have no idea. Putin was attached to some hits on political opponents where some poison was used. And gases, very mysteriously, they could never exactly pinpoint who did it. Then it's just speculation. But there's ways to take people out, as sad as that is, with those gases and poisons and things that you don't even realize could hit you, and quickly, and hard, and at least in an American court to prove guilt.
So what is the deal with Elon then? What is opening up Twitter to just free speech? Is that so offensive to people?
That's where I was going with this.
I don't really understand.
I don't get this
what the problem is.
Well, you know what? I was talking to a hardcore liberal on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he says he's all for free speech as well. And this makes about 3 or 4 hardcore liberals who I know who are all for free speech. All for it. All for it. So then it makes you wonder, what is the national
where's
media
it coming
doing?
From?
Well, as we've said, there are forces, and if you don't wake up and realize that there are forces that are trying to divide this country and try to get people to think certain things, think again.
Yeah, I don't think it's liberals that don't want free speech and conservatives do. I think it's sane people want free speech and crazy people want to control the narrative.
Yes, sir. That's
But
a great
national,
point.
but the national pundits and the national shows that are pushing against Elon are all liberal-based national media shows. That's the problem.
Yep.
Well, I think
It's not-
there's more of those media types for whatever reason right now than other ones, right? There's more of those.
Yeah, I mean, look at the pundits on CNBC,
Media
on MSNBC, on CNN, The View, The Washington Post. These are the outlets and the stories that are happening that are pushing that anti-Elon, anti-free speech Twitter.
Our resident racial guy, Mark Harris, is that the word I'm looking for? He said,
His name is Drew.
Well, his God-given name is Drew. Okay. Mark is saying that racism is a thing.
God named him?
Only because the media makes it a thing. I don't know what that means,
He still
Drew.
hasn't told me why he is
Drew.
going by a different name.
Ask Drew.
And until he tells me why, his point doesn't count.
Ask Drew right
I just
now.
need to know why he has a fake name.
Ask Drew right now why he said that. Does he think that racism isn't a thing? Question mark. Because the media makes something.
Well, we
out
already
of it?
know the national media does. I'm sorry that I've always been against, and the national media divides. Whether they'll admit they try to divide,
No
but
doubt. No
there
doubt.
is divisiveness.
Yeah.
They try, and it's sad, and it upsets
Yeah,
me.
the problem
which
with
is
our
why we say
government.
watch local news.
You're right. The problem with our government right now. Here's where I can see there is no ambiguousness about it. The government. Here's the deal: a house divided cannot stand. Boom. And our government every single day of the damn week is trying to divide us on another topic. Joe Biden is the king of dividing us. He wants to come in here and be this peacemaker. No, you're not. You're literally using racism to divide, and it's the easiest tool to use. And it's the gullible that it's the problem I'm having is like, why aren't the smart people going, hey, Joe,
I'm not so sure it's Joe. I think it's the people that are controlling behind
He
the
literally
scenes
just
of
called
Joe.
100 million people MAGA hat-wearing people
and we'll get-
extremists.
I know. We'll get.
Again,
We're going to
you-
get to that in a 9 o'clock hour.
You can't one day say he doesn't know what he's saying. He's reading from a prompter or script, and the next day say it's 100% him. So you have to pick.
It's 100. Well,
Is it him, or is he just
we already
reading
know
what
he
he's
has
told?
handlers. He's already told us.
He's the
Don't
he's
let me talk.
he's the head of the snake.
So he might be the head of the snake. Then that's fine. You have to say that
Yeah.
it's not just him being a crazy
that's
person.
even worse. What
Maybe
you
not
just
even
said.
the head. Maybe just the figurehead. He's the picture.
He's the underbelly, and we just happen to hear from the underbelly more than anything else.
Correct.
You know, so it's like
Because he has said some of the most divisive things in American history from a president, including Donald Trump, including basically calling African Americans unintelligent and not as smart as the Latino race or as creative. But national media doesn't cover everything. Cover Trump and everything he says and tweets. Go for it. But you have to cover the next president the same way.
There's no way you can keep a house standing if you divide it. There's no way it's going to happen. And man, the Democrats are very, very good at using that tool on every issue.
Because if you
On
control
every
the
issue.
media,
Yes.
which the media, more of the outlets in media, national media, and we've already talked about the data that's been done. It's not an opinion. Are very liberal leaning. They are. There's a few powerhouse, conservative leaning ones, but most of them are controlled by this left message, and it's not straight down the middle. And I wish it was.
And the more I think about this abortion thing, I'm like, oh my God, here's another tool to divide us all. It really is. And the more I think about, I'm shifting gears all of a sudden over this abortion thing because it was such a huge deal. I was going to ask you, did your church get any kind of protest this weekend or no?
No, not that I heard of. I was
Nothing. Okay.
No, I was at early mass yesterday. I was there at 8:45
And nothing.
No,
Okay.
just a great Mother's Day mass. People trying to serve Jesus.
Yeah, but this whole abortion thing now is another tool where they're throwing Molotov cocktails into pro-life offices all over the country right now. But they don't want these violent protests. Again, they're using it to divide us. And the more I think about this abortion thing, the more I'm like, the Supreme Court for the last 60 years is just sick of having it on its plate. It's like, we're not legislators, people. If you want abortion, knock yourself out. Go do it through the federal channels. Go through it through the state channels. There's nothing wrong with this decision, in my opinion. It's just basically saying...
Well, it's not a decision yet.
And they're taking a vote.
It's a leak of information.
It is. It's there. Come on. It's going to be 5-4, and it'll get through.
Well, it appears there because more is now leaked from John Roberts' stance.
Yeah.
Or Justice Roberts.
And if you're a sane, rational person, and you look at it and you go, you know what, they're right. Abortion should not be decided through the court, the Supreme Court. There should not be case upon case upon case upon case walked up to the Supreme Court. The justices are going, we're done with this. Go legislate, to put it through the federal government, make it a, and then give every woman a token, say have as many abortions as you want. Do it through the law process, but don't do it through the courts anymore.
This is another national media problem because, as we've talked about on the show, it's very simple. The national media is trying to rile people up instead of realizing
and divide us.
This is not going to be a federal law. What's going to happen is it's going to go back to the states. Then the states, like everything else, will decide. Proper law channels, even Ruth Ginsburg, because these people out trying to disrupt businesses and churches are saying that they're coming in the name of Ruth.
Yeah.
Well, if you go back and actually use half a brain, people, you will realize that Ruth Ginsburg even said while she was all for women's rights of every kind, including abortion, she was not for how it was obtained and did not think it was a legal process.
Right.
If you follow Ruth Ginsburg's words, she said it was coming. It was going to happen. So then it becomes a state situation.
Yes.
Very simple. Not being mandated by federal government, the federal law. It's deep breath.
You can't
be
take a deep
careful
breath.
what you listen and hear from the national media. It's very simple.
So we're talking kind of in a.
Ruth Ginsburg said this should be happening.
We're talking
Ruth
about
Ginsburg.
We're talking about
wake up, people.
So there's always an opportunity on the Democrat side. They're looking for opportunities to divide us, and we're in an opportunity number at 61357, and that's the abortion draft leak. And the abortion draft leak is basically dividing us again. As a matter of fact, it's funny because you see these pundits on national TV saying, "Is this something that can actually light a spark under Democrats for the midterms?" Who cares?
Well,
this isn't about midterms at all, but they're using it as an opportunity to kind of rile their forces up. I don't think there's that many forces this time. I don't. I think people are like, you're right. We probably shouldn't have Roe versus Wade in the Supreme Court anymore. Let's legislate this thing.
Well,
Correct?
we'll continue to talk about it when we come back. We got to take a quick break. Lawmakers also sounding the alarm on what President Biden could do when it comes to college debt. Is it right? Is it fair? Would it make sense? How much would he actually do? We'll also talk about recreational marijuana coming to Missouri. It's clear, and I mean very clear by the amount of signatures groups are getting, that the state of Missouri wants it and wants it ASAP. And it was...
This kind of reminds me
It's kind of being blocked by some politicians in southern
For what?
Missouri.
Who cares? Run them over. Remember, it's like
Run 'em over.
it's like the talk that we had when it was like bringing the casinos to St. Charles. Do you guys remember that? You remember when do you remember when the casinos came to St. Charles? Angela,
Yes.
Vic, you weren't here, I guess, but it was like
No,
we
but I
can't
remember.
have gambling in St. Charles. It's sinful. No, man, it makes a lot of money. It makes you a lot of money. Bring it in. Come on.
Also, L.A.
Go
Davis,
to Colorado sometimes. You'll see how good it is.
L.A. Davis did a story last night with
Yeah,
St.
he
Charles
did.
County prosecutor.
Give Eric a moment alone, please.
About how St. Charles County is holding the line on violent crime. You got to get serious, or how are you going to stop it? We'll get into that, too. Plus, we'll take your calls if you want to give us a call. Angela's waiting to answer that phone, 636-695-2915. You can jump in on Facebook, as always, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. Eric's doing curls.
I hurt my arm somehow.
Oh, you don't remember?
No, those injuries, like the ones where you're like, why is my arm hurting? You don't remember how you hurt it. Those are the ones that...
It's your right arm, right?
It's right here on the elbow.
Yeah, but that's that arm that kept going up and down like this.
Drinking all the shots. Thanks, Chris.
Shot.
How'd you get arthritis? Doing shots at the Blues game.
You can also catch us at ViperRocks.com. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with your news and sports headlines. Plus, Angela's got your birthdays. Happy Monday, May 9th.
Edge Morning Traffic.
Crews have just cleared 2 accidents. One of those westbound 370 before 141, and the other just cleared northbound 270 before Doherty Ferry. Still a bit of slowing there. There are some delays in the work zone, 364 eastbound at the connect with Highway 94, and then a slow-go Highway 40 eastbound from Frontenac over the Richmond Heights. And then keep in mind those overnight lane closures on 270 this week in Sunset Hills and Bridgeton. Starting at 8:30 Tuesday night, crews will close 2 lanes of northbound 270. That's near I-44. Then at 11:30 that night, there's a full closure for 15 minutes to replace the sign over the interstate. They'll do the exact same thing on Wednesday night on 270 northbound in the Bridgeton area. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
Wake up. The Edge Morning Show.
When it comes to pellet grilling, the true heroes of the hopper savor the process as much as they savor the result. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets can be used on any pellet grill and add bold, smoky wood flavor to any meal. No preservatives or artificial flavors. Kingsford hardwood pellets keep the temperature consistent for an even heat, so you can cook as low and slow as you want. Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets. Kingsford.com.
Compass Health Network Express Care offices in Newtown, St. Peters, and Wentzville are ready to serve you today. Compass Health accepts Medicaid, self-pay, private insurance, and offers a sliding fee scale. Don't wait another day to feel better. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for a location nearest you. Compass Health Network Express Care. Feel better today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called the Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end. You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Now another hour of the Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank & Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Viper weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. We have a week of summertime on our hands. We're looking for a fast warm-up today. It's not too bad out the door this morning, though. Partly to mostly sunny skies, windy and warm today. 89 for the high. 92 is the record on this date, so I think that is safe. Tonight, clear, windy and mild, 69 degrees. Tuesday, plenty of sunshine. Another fast warm-up. Near record highs. In fact, we have a good shot of at least tying, possibly breaking the record on Tuesday. I'm going with a high of 92. The record is 91 from 1963. Wednesday, sunny and warm, 92 degrees. Thursday, sunny and warm, 92. Some spotty thunderstorms around Friday and Saturday, though that action looks somewhat limited. This is mainly a summertime week that is primarily dry. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Time for your news headlines. It's 9:02 on this Monday, May 9th. Controversial former radio broadcaster Bob Romanek died at his Belleville, Illinois home over the weekend on Saturday. He was 72 years old. He was in hospice care. He called himself the Grim Reaper of radio and was criticized for making racist and homophobic comments on his radio show. He later had his FCC license revoked from 4 stations. We'll get into that a little bit later, but Bob Romanek passes away at the age of 72. Also, as we move ahead with some of the stories from today, as we continue to do, I hear Eric in the background, which is awesome. We continue to talk about it. You can check the story out on fox2now.com. St. Charles County Prosecutor Tim Lomar did an interview with Elliot Davis last night about how St. Charles is holding the line against violent crime, saying you have to let people know if you come to the town and the county and try to commit crimes, you're going to do the time. You can check out that full story. We'll try to touch upon that in our 9 o'clock hour as well. Unfortunately, it was a violent Mother's Day weekend in St. Louis. 13 people shot at 10 different locations. 4 of those were killed, including a suspect. Yeah. St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department responded to 7 shooting scenes in less than a 24-hour span.
Wow.
Game on. Yeah, unfortunately, it does appear like it was game on with that situation. Outside of that, from a sports standpoint, the Blues over the weekend lost 1-1. Their series is tied at 2 games apiece. They play again Tuesday night, Game 5 in Minnesota, and then Thursday night, time still to be determined, as you thought, Chris, in St. Louis. Yeah. We'll see where that goes. And the Cardinals lost the last 2 games. They won the first 2 in San Francisco. Everything looked great. Then they lost the last 2 games.
We'll split it.
They're 16-12 on the season.
Oh, yeah.
They come home now for 6 straight games. They're off tonight, then they play 6 straight at Busch Stadium. Cardinals in town this week with some good weather. Hopefully they heat up as the weather does as well. And Nikola Jokic is going to be your NBA MVP for the 2nd straight year in a row. That's a look at your morning news and sports. I'm Vic Faust.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
Birthday time. Prince Fielder, Texas Ranger slugger, who had his career ended in 2016. He is 38 years old today. Ghostface Killah is 52 years old today. He's from Ghostface Killah, Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got Dave Gann, Depeche Mode's lead singer.
I liked Depeche Mode.
I thought Eric was going to chime in, but he is deep in a texting conversation with someone. So he is 60 years old today. We got another one that I feel like Eric is going to know. Tom Peterson.
Yes.
Who is he?
Cheap Trick baseball.
That's right. He is He is 72 years old today.
Mommy's all right. Daddy's all right.
Is that a Cheap Trick song?
He's a legend.
All right, there you go.
It just
John Corbett, who is known for playing Aiden on Sex and the City, but says music is his passion, even though he's not good at it. He is 61 years old today. And somebody who is good at music, Billy Joel, is 72 years old today.
Oh, a lot of musicians today.
Yeah, a lot of them. So happy birthday to all our famous friends.
So, what day is it today?
It's Monday morning.
What?
Huh?
Wake up time!
I hate alarms. They're so loud, you know, they scare you away.
Well, good morning, my friends.
Morning, Beth.
Your breath smells terrible.
That's pretty rough.
Would you rather I lied to you?
Yes, please.
Monday morning.
Back to the old grind. You ready to start?
Let's start the show.
Okay.
There's some Cheap Trick.
That is not Cheap Trick.
I was messing with you.
That is not Cheap Trick. Come on. I have to be the arbiter
Eric, I
of truth
promise you
on
my
this show.
kids' lives. I knew that was not Cheap Trick. I was messing with you.
Who is it then?
Because it was the opposite. I don't know who it is.
Who is it, Eric?
It's Adamant.
Yep, it's Adamant. That's who it is. It's Adamant.
You want me on your trivia team, by the way.
No, I don't, because yesterday at the Blues game, I asked Eric.
One. Oh, my God.
No. You don't get to pick and choose because
What's wrong with you?
I need if once
It
Chris
was like a Keishi classic from 1931.
Oh, my.
It's like, what
once
was
Chris turns the music down, then I can get it. Turn it down for a second because I get the tune back in my head. Okay, it was
You won't
play
get
some rock and roll.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Mama let him play.
Yeah.
Mama let him play. I
Yeah.
think the song name is Mama Let Him Play.
Yeah.
Can you play some of that, Chris? Without. So I asked
Who
Eric.
is it?
You can say
Doucette.
thank you.
It's Doucette.
Doucette.
The last name
Okay.
is Doucette.
There are some hits
Steve
from
Doucette. I don't-
Steve Doucette. Peter Bousset. No, come on. There are some hits
Peter
that you've
Ducey.
heard. You've heard that you don't know who the band actually was. That it's just a classic. Like anything from Jerry Rafferty. I was like, I know I've heard every Jerry Rafferty song, but I didn't know it was Jerry Rafferty.
Well, I asked Eric.
You know what I mean?
And we'll play the song. And I said,
Everybody knows the song.
No, and I said, Eric, who sings that song?
It's like, do you know who?
And Eric goes, you got me. I don't know. So I had to look it up and then tell him.
Do you know who does the song? It's in every football game. Da-na-na, hey, da-na-na-na-na. Do you know who does that song? Do you know?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know the name of it and who wrote it?
I'm trying to remember. The Stones?
No.
I don't know.
See, that's one of those songs that you hear all the time that you have no clue who either did it or.
Play some rock and roll. Na, 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 na.
Yes.
And you're like, oh man, I know it, but you
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know
one of those groups. It's like a Keishi classic that maybe Hewlett played back in 1975 that you just don't know who it was. That's all. He'll never find it, by the way.
I bet
I'm looking at it.
you still can't find that?
No.
I was hoping to play it for Angela.
Gary Glitter. Thank you. It was Gary Glitter. Ever
Who
heard
sang
of
it?
Gary Glitter?
Oh, about the.
Yeah.
No.
See? But
Is
you
it Mama Let Him Play?
Yeah, Mama Let Him Play.
That's it?
You can't find it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Well, if you
And
play
it's
with words, we're going to get removed.
This is catchy. Angela, you've heard this.
The Blues played it last night. Vic goes, who does this song? And then we all look around at each other going, it's Foghat. No, it's not Foghat. We didn't know exactly who it was.
I didn't recognize it just then. It
Right,
doesn't
when
mean
he
I
picks
don't
it
know
up.
it,
Yeah.
but I did not recognize it just
Doucette is the name of the band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Anyway, there we go. We got
It'll be on Angela's birthday list sometime this
Jerry
year.
Doucette.
Jerry Doucette. Not to be confused with Paul Doucette.
1977.
Why did John Parker say, "Oh my God, black guys help the white guys"? What are you talking about?
Because John is a veritable wealth of information when it comes to music.
So,
he is
one of
actually.
these musicians a African American black musician?
No, I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying he helped somehow figure out the answer, I would imagine. But if you want to know music,
Then why
you go
would
to John Parker. I'm telling you right now, he can sing some karaoke
Jeannie
like no
says
one's
she knows
business.
every word of that song we just play. Remember, Doucette. It's Doucette.
This guy's got more pub on this show this morning than he has in probably the last 40 years.
Are we that big? Adamant as well. We gave Adamant pub today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Angela doesn't remember Adamant.
You don't, right, Angela?
Not off the top of my head, no.
That's right. You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't drink, you don't smoke. What do you do?
I'm happy.
That's an Animan song.
Oh, that's a song. Okay.
Okay, Angela, I have. You eat dry cereal, right? Didn't you tell us that one day?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, sugary cereal is not good for us, but it can also be dangerous. A college student in Austria punctured his lung by eating dry cereal.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
How?
He doesn't like cereal with milk because it makes it soggy.
Yeah,
I think you
agreed.
said something like
yes,
that.
100%.
I still don't understand that, but you don't understand why I need my cereal wet. It was Honey Stars that look like honeycomb.
Okay.
But it's star-shaped. So it's not circular, so it
it's
was
got
star.
like, all right, little pointy edges. All right.
Yeah, he was eating it too fast. He inhaled a piece, and he had severe pain for about 30 minutes. And it didn't go away. His lung ended up fully collapsing. He didn't find out until he got an ear infection a week later. They went to the ER, told the doctor he had been in trouble breathing. They figured out that he was in the hospital for 5 days, and it was all because a piece of cereal punctured his
Oh, my goodness. And you know
lung
what?
because he was dry.
I will tell you that I live alone, right? So I can sit on my couch with a box of cereal and eat it like you would eat a bag of chips. And I do sometimes when I'm hungry, just like if it's good cereal, because sometimes I'll let myself get like the gluten-free Lucky Charms because they're magically delicious. And I will just throw them in my mouth. I could totally see myself doing that. And now I feel like you've prepared me. So I need to slow down when I eat so I do not end up in the hospital. Y'all would make so much fun of me if I was like, guys, you can't come into work. My lung is punctured because I ate cereal too fast.
No, we would not. Kevin calls it COVID cereal. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, Todd, I agree with you. You suck a piece of Sugar Smacks down the wrong side, it'll choke you out.
If you want to rip your mouth up like you've eaten glass, do Crunch Berries by Captain Crunch. It's fantastic.
Captain Crunch was known as the roof killer.
But it will knock
the
your
mouth of the roof killer.
I love Captain Crunch, but he's not gluten-free.
Oh.
So I need him to become gluten-free.
Hey, by the way, with the music, Delmar Gardens Music Trivia Monday, according to Aaron. Eric, I meant to tell you this. Last Thursday, I asked Glenn Zimmerman, our chief meteorologist at Fox 2.
Oh, about the band?
If he remembered performing at Delmar Gardens. And for our listeners, this is not a joke. This is dead serious.
I was there.
As much as we joke, well, we know you live there. We know.
Exactly.
As much as we joke about Delmar Gardens and Eric living there and doing the bus trips.
I didn't live there then. I was just hitting on the women.
And it was so good you decided to move there.
I need a room.
All right, your odds were pretty good there, huh?
Yeah. It didn't. Yeah.
They like to party at Delmar.
I was batting 70%. Go ahead. So anyway,
I asked.
Did he remember?
I asked Glenn Zimmerman. And Glenn, Eric Johnson on this little radio program we do called The Edge said that you were really good and you performed at Delmar Gardens years ago.
Yeah.
And he starts smiling and laughing. He gets really perked up. Glenn remembers.
Yeah.
And Glenn says he even knows Eric Johnson from Shooting Star.
Well, who doesn't? But did he stick around? Did he stick around for the fireworks show afterwards?
I did not ask about the fireworks show.
Which rivaled the VP Fair fireworks, by the way, at Delmar Gardens. It was fantastic. It was unbelievable.
I was just impressed that he remembered performing at Delmar Gardens and smiled sheepishly.
Yeah. I'm just saying, why does it have to be a thing? I'm literally wondering, why is that such a big deal? We're humans too. We are humans
too.
We like entertaining things. We're fine. We just because we puree our food doesn't make us any different than you.
And eat a lot of pudding.
A lot of protein.
So anyway, Glenn Zimmerman.
And he rocked it too. He had like a stance. He had his foot up on the monitor. Like, what you got?
What kind of music does he play?
I don't know.
I bet the old ladies were going crazy.
Yeah, they were. Blue-hairs love rock and roll.
Does he play the bass or does he play guitar?
I thought he was a singer.
What is he?
don't
What kind
remember.
of music does he sing?
It was like, the CHR, the hits of today and tomorrow kind of thing.
I'll try. We had Mandy on before. I'll try to get Glenn on.
Yeah.
He might be up for that and have some fun
Sure
with
he
me with
would.
music.
Hell yeah. We would talk music the whole time. You guys could go just take a
Another
break.
interesting stat about Glenn, he does, when he has time, he does triathlons.
Nuh-uh.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
How can you do that in Converse tennis shoes?
He'll manage. But another thing that people may not realize, in the last few months, he was riding his bicycle. And here we were talking about roads earlier. He got smashed by a car. So a car took an illegal turn without looking, smashed him. Glenn was out for a while, suffering concussion.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to go through a whole bunch of stuff, but he's been battling through it. So you always want to, safety standards, be aware. I mean, whether you like it or not, that cyclists do have laws that back them in the state of Missouri and the state of Illinois when they're out on the roads. And so he got hit. But, a lot of prayers for Glenn because he was struggling for a while. Some injuries as well. But,
well, tell him that there's 4th of July parties all over the place this year. I'll come and see him wherever he's at. Because I think it was the 4th of July.
Oh, they're a 4th of July band?
Yeah. Well, no, they're a band.
Won't you be playing in your own band on the 4th of July?
Yeah, we'll be at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Okay.
We'll be at the lake.
Where are you going to be for the 4th?
We'll be at the Shady Gators. We're kind of a big deal there.
Are you performing Memorial Day again?
Yes, we'll be at Shady Gators.
So basically, if you go to the lake, check out Shady Gators.
We might be there.
Eric's band might be there.
Very loud.
Chris, you were at the lake last week, Chris.
I was.
Anything to report from that or not?
No, not really.
Okay.
Chris is a what happens on the road stays on the road kind of guy. He doesn't kiss and tell. His parties are out of control. You'll never know.
Really?
Yeah.
I was at Why is Randy Naughton retiring? Well, she's
good question.
Randy
She's
Naughton from
old.
Fox.
No, she's not.
No,
she
she's
looks
not.
good.
What do you mean?
Randy
When
Naughton
you work
from Fox.
somewhere for 30 years, it's time to go relax.
And she worked in radio for 11 years before that.
Oh, before she went to the
Yeah, I mean,
TV?
she's been working for
She's so
almost
sweet.
over 42 years.
Oh, 42. I said 30. Could
No,
you
in
imagine?
TV.
No.
So,
Holy
so
cow.
she's retiring.
What?
It's
Yeah.
time to go
Say that
relax.
again.
Oh my God.
42 years on the air?
41. She was in TV for just over 30. And she was in radio for about 11 before that.
What?
Yeah.
I love her. She's so very nice.
She's fantastic on the air. There are some people that should not retire, and she's one of them. I thought Dave Murray was another guy that should just not have retired.
Well, he really hasn't. Kind of.
You don't have to go into that smelly studio every day now. You can just do it in your kitchen.
It's a brand new studio. It does not smell at all.
It smells like
It's
green
only
screen paint all over the
It's only
place.
a year old.
that latex paint.
Leave it to Mark Drew Harris. She should have retired a long time ago.
Damn, Mark!
I don't know why we feed the trolls
Mark!
here. Like, usually,
What a
there's
jerk
if,
face.
if there's a kid who just says ornery stuff just to get attention, you stop acknowledging
do you
him.
think it's an algorithm that's a computer thing that anytime we say something positive,
It's
something
whatever
positive,
it's particularly you, Vic. He's whatever you say positive, he goes out of his way to say something negative.
No, Mark
and if
Drew
we would
Harris
just
and I are
not
friends.
acknowledge him, I feel like he would go
So he's like
away.
Beetlejuice. Don't say his name 3 times and he won't show up.
Agreed.
Mark,
Yeah.
Mark.
Beetlejuice.
That's not his name now. His name
What's
is
his
Drew.
name? Drew.
I think it's Drew Collins who is using Mark Harris as an alias because I'm guessing he got kicked off Facebook for being rude to somebody. He won't acknowledge that question. I've asked 100 times.
Mark, if you have any character, if you have any, just out yourself right now. Say, yeah, I'm Drew. What you got?
I would love for him to do that, but
Do
he
it.
won't.
Do it, Mark.
He won't
Drew.
do it. He wants us to think he's somebody different, but he doesn't have a profile photo. If you go to his page, he's got no friends. It's
Well,
all
we call
a
him
fake.
Drew.
You hate him. You hate him.
I
Suck him out of his cave, Angela.
I don't
Go.
know him, but I do hate people who use fake names and pretend to, like they're two different people. Like you think, maybe this is a common thing people think
Yeah.
because he's pretending to be two people. It's crazy. And now he said, "Who's Drew?"
Oh,
that is what he's gonna go with now. Come on.
So he's a
Be
liar.
a grown adult. I heard you were like 60+ years old.
Here we go.
Come on, Drew. Put on your big boy pants and figure it out.
What you got, Mark?
Angela bringing the heat.
Some things annoy me. That is one of them.
Well, we all get annoyed. We're allowed to be annoyed.
Not on Monday. Monday. Come on. Bring it back home.
That was good. I'm sitting back.
I know.
I'm just like, I like it.
I would love to know that Mark is crying in his room right now going, fine, I'm
He's
Drew.
not crying. He would have to have feelings.
Oh, damn.
And a heart. And the Tin Man doesn't have a heart. That's the whole thing.
The Tin Man was nice.
Well,
The Tin Man was a nice dude.
But the Tin Man didn't have a heart, remember?
I know, but that's okay.
Is it?
The look that Angela can give you just makes you want to turn around. God.
Sorry.
Oh, it's funny. Woo! All right.
Yeah, we are listening to The Edge. Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Of course, you can jump in on Facebook. 100.7 The Viper. So I don't know exactly when Randy's going to be retiring, but it is soon.
Was she forced out?
No.
Look at me. Look at me in the face.
No.
Was she forced out?
No. She's retiring on
Then
her
why are
own
you
account.
smiling?
First of all, I'm not smiling.
You're
Second
trying
of all-
not to. Because that's the deal, man. With
No.
high definition TV. Come
What?
on.
Not
She
what?
looks really good.
She
Come
does.
on now.
I'm just saying this. The newscast rooms have been littered with people that have been fired because of 4K. Even Dave Murray said it. Remember?
Did it make that much of a
No.
difference?
It did make that much of a difference.
No,
Yes, it did.
No.
Yes, it did.
Chris, I missed who said it, but somebody said you looked really good, and they wanted to know if you've been working out.
Oh.
But I didn't see who said it.
I
'cause it
work out with Vic every day.
It went too fast.
Really?
We're going to open a plumbing company.
Yeah.
Stop it. We're not even getting into that.
Well, tell her that we said thank you for
Yeah,
her
I will.
service.
But here's the-
Seriously, because she is great. She is great.
I don't see her. See, in
Oh, yeah,
television,
okay, right.
evening people and morning people.
I was going to say, you probably never see
She's
her.
Never. I haven't seen her
We
in
never
years.
see our.
I haven't
after-
seen Randy Naughton in years. I'm not kidding
I
you.
would imagine, yeah.
We never see our afternoon girl. What's her name? Mac.
She still works here?
Yeah. See, exactly. We never see her, and she came
Eric,
in.
we leave at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, she
Mac
came in
doesn't
one
get
time
I'm
here
just
to
saying.
till
I'm
2.
to make Vic's point of leaving a little bit more strong. We never see our afternoon girl, and she's great.
Oh, my God. Rosalind says the Tin Man is not like Mark Drew. He was wanting a heart. Mark Drew does not.
Rosalind
You
for
know
the
what?
win.
Rosalind, I'm giving that to you.
Rosalind.
Rosalind gets 2 points on that one. That was good, girl. That was good.
Good job. Went for the 2-pointer and made it.
Amy Bittner said, not the plumber's crack. Exactly. Ha ha. He he.
Uh-huh.
I know. Oh, my God. All right. You never quite know where we're going to go with the situation that's him.
Okay, we have covered no serious topics today whatsoever. I love it.
Yes, we have.
Name them.
Oh, my gosh. Eric, we were doing it right before the break when it came to the whole Elon Musk
that's-
situation.
Come on.
We got into politics for a while. It was just this bag, this segment.
I'm telling you, I'm
We're gonna
fine
take
with
a
it. I'm
break.
cool with it.
We'll come back. We'll talk about the Biden situation. We'll talk about his more comments last week dividing the country about MAGA followers and
Like on
everything else.
Channel 2 News, fox2now.com, the top story. Watch this headline. This is so disgusting to me. Violent Mother's Day weekend in St. Louis.
Yeah,
How
it's
do you have the
horrible.
words violent and Mother's Day in the same sentence? That is crazy.
Because it's true.
It is true.
If violence happens on
You don't
Mother's
make up
Day,
news. You
have
say
to
what
say
it
like
is.
that.
Exactly. Violent Mother's Day weekend in St. Louis. That is sad. It's got to stop. John Parker's on it. He's going to go pick up Mark Harris right now, and they're going to go fix everything in St. Louis.
Yes.
When we come back.
they're going to come and pick you up. And
Well, I'm
all
not
three
going
of you.
down there. Hell,
No,
I don't
you're
have a
the three-
Kevlar outfit.
Oh, my God. You're the three of me.
There's no way I'm going down to St. Louis. No.
You, John, and Mark Drew Harris.
Oh, my.
No one can play the parts in PRL. They'd
If
be
you
sad.
guys have that outing, can somebody
No,
film
I'm
it
not doing it.
for my own amusement?
I'm not going. Vic might go.
Oh, Kevin says dividing with Biden.
But John Parker and Mark Harris are going to fix the problem, and we'll figure out how it went next Monday. That we should start a television show. We should start a television show that's called Mark and John's. Mark and
But
John. Mark and
can't-
John. I'm trying to
I guess
figure
Mark
this out.
is his stage name because his name is
Yeah.
Drew.
You know what?
Okay.
You can have a stage name. There's
I'm
all
just-
kinds of
just
people.
clarifying.
Yeah. Brad Pitt's not Brad Pitt's
What's
real
your
name.
stage name, Eric?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is? Never mind.
And his brother's name is Doug Pitt.
Doug
yes.
Eric, what's your stage name?
Damian Fairchild.
It's always been Damian Fairchild. He always says that. I did have a consultant say that I should have went to my name is Victor Joseph.
No, I like Faust.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's good. It reminds me of Joust from the old days when we used to play Joust in the
Yep,
Sears.
There you go. All right, we gotta get to a quick break. No, we'll come back. We'll get serious. We'll hit those serious topics with Eric after the break.
John and Mark save St. Louis this weekend on A&E.
on A&E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Travel Channel.
Is that
John and Mark Save St. Louis on the Travel Channel.
Oh, we'll tell you about a certain naval, or I already said it, a Navy chief taking, quote, every woke book out of study now, going against what was supposed to be done. We'll get into a whole lot more. It is the Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2.
The John and Drew Show. Saturday mornings. How we save St. Louis. On KMOX.
Don't go any. Don't go. The look Angela's giving you right now.
That's all right. I'm used to it at this point.
It looked like Chris's daughter Caitlin yesterday when the Blues started coming out in the ice and it got really loud, and she's looking around like, "What the hell is going on?"
It's just funny sounding. John and Mark saved St. Louis. I am going to have to go get coffee now because that's funny.
All right, back.
But what if they do?
Edge
What
right
if they
after
fix
this.
it?
I just
They could bring more
I just
business
took us
in.
out, Chris, as Eric continues to talk. So do what you want.
Lasers.
Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Great care for children begins at Compass Health Network. Our Warrenton and Wentzville locations offer pediatric walk-in services, same-day appointments, and specialty care, so your children get the care they need, when, and how they need it. When it comes to children's health care, Compass Health Network is here for you and your family. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies for over 40 years. Your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion, first with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were yelling at another car while driving, let me say it again.
You need to calm down.
Yelling is just making everyone as stressed out as you are and letting them all know that you definitely aren't trying to save with Progressive Snapshot. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't yelling at another car, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Eric, how does it feel?
I don't know the words after
how to treat me like you do. Yep. Welcome back to the show. It is The Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, the dancing Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2.
Every time she does it now, I still think of the bear on her head. Or the cat, or whatever that was.
It wasn't a cat or a bear, was it?
It was a cat.
It was a kitty.
DJ Kitty. I'll bring it back tomorrow.
It's kind of spooky looking. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into this show we call The Edge. We have fun around here. We cover tons of topics, as you know, separate fact from fiction, and bring you all the latest news as we possibly can. You never know quite what we're going to get into with everything going on. Controversial former broadcaster Bob Romanek. You didn't know him, Angela.
I did.
Chris did. Did you know him, Eric?
Only in name, but yes, he was a very big guy over in Sauget in East St. Louis.
Yes, 72 years old. He died. He was sick for a very long time, been battling it for a long time. He died over the weekend. He was known as the Grim Reaper of radio for making racist and homophobic comments on his radio show.
He sure did.
I'd never heard anybody talk on radio like he did. There were some people who didn't mind it. Some people despised it. He became a multi-millionaire. He showed me his bank account at a Christmas party once.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
did you see all them zeros?
Let me count the zeros again in my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Right.
7, 8. There were mid-8 digits in that account from radio.
It wasn't from radio.
I didn't know what it was from.
Chris can chime in more than I can, but I thought he had strip clubs that he was basically.
Well, I'm not going to get into his personal business, but
I pulled it up
he
because
had
I
several. He had several businesses.
Angela, this guy.
You don't make money in radio.
He was pulled off radio by the FCC for using the N-word over and over and over again. I got to know Bob. I was in a situation. He helped me once. So I appreciated him helping me once, and I needed to give him credit for that. And God rest his soul, whatever is going on there.
Yeah.
And I said, you need to stop using that word on radio. That's who I am. Then he'd say, F you, but not be angry.
He would, too.
And he's like, nobody cares about people in East St. Louis more than me. Just because I'm a white guy and I use the N-word to call out what I feel is this and I feel is that, people hate me now. And he's like, but I'll tell you what, if you go into East St. Louis and talk to actual people I'm helping, they love me. It was such a weird situation because he donated millions of dollars to East St. Louis in products, in food, paying for people's bills, their cars. But then he would go on radio and use this horrible language.
What radio station was he on that allowed that?
It was
he owned them.
Oh, okay.
He owned, I don't know, Bob probably owned, 4 or 5 different radio stations.
I pulled him up because I didn't know who he was. It says Metro East Sheriff, Strip Joint Entrepreneur, and what you said, the Grim Reaper of radio. So,
and if you, because I'd went into that studio because when I first came to town, I went on as a guest, and that's how I ended up meeting him. You walk in, and there's like skull and crossbones. There's like
that I dig.
Oh, you walk in, and it was like you were walking into like a morgue.
Mm-hmm.
And were you ever in that studio in Belleville on West Main?
Yeah.
No.
Very bizarre. I was in it. So, and I also did 2 stories on him for Fox 2. Mm-hmm. And I was like, listen, you can't use cuss words. So when I asked him to be respectful, he was. It was just fascinating because I'd never seen a personality like that be on radio and exercise what he called free speech.
Well, money will get
that to some was so hateful.
Yeah.
But to others of the same race, they liked hearing it.
Yeah.
Which was just absolutely bizarre.
He's got a quote in here that says, I'm not going to stop talking and saying what I want until they cut my tongue out and throw me 6 feet under. So I suppose he just did what he wanted. It's very odd to me.
But that's kind of how this country was built. Now, he was disgusting, and there's a place for everything. Radio, actually, I think of people that have to use that kind of terminology as kind of not suited for radio, because radio is a much...
And that's what I told him. He's like, oh, no, mother, I own this place. I can say whatever the hell I want.
That was Bob, too.
Yeah.
But I had never met anybody like that. Now, he listened to me, but he didn't care what I said.
Right.
Well, no.
Because, you know, when you have $50 million in the bank,
yep,
And
you have all these assets, you're going to do what you want.
Right. But that's how this country was built. There were some very harsh, very
because we talk about free
sides, on all
speech
sides.
and people having the
Yeah.
ability to have free speech, and I'm all
Yes.
for free speech. But that was one of the first times where I was really like, oh my God, this guy is saying this crap on air. But at the same time, knowing his true heart and actually knowing that guy cared, and when he wasn't on radio, put on a show, was spending his time all throughout East St. Louis, Washington Park, helping families in need.
Right.
Which is why I was like, damn, Bob,
He really did.
you're screwing it up, man. People aren't giving you a shot to see what you're doing behind the scenes because of the words that you're using.
Right. Change your words.
But it was just a fascinating story.
Yeah.
Because I'd never seen anybody like that in America. And it was in our St. Louis area on the AM airwaves.
Yeah.
I remember when Bob came to the first Viper Christmas party.
He came to a Christmas party?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What was your take on him?
I thought he was part of the mob. Way he was dressed. Yeah, Bob was a good guy.
And just remember, not every place you live is St. Charles, Missouri. There are all over the place. East St. Louis is a much different place to habitat yourself than it is in St. Charles County. It is not the same. And he probably, I don't know him. I don't know where he came from. But if he lived through the golden years of East St. Louis,
he did.
And there were golden
big
years.
time.
Yeah, he did.
There were golden years in East St. Louis.
He did, but
St. Louis went down, there were two paths. You can go down this like Chris said, this gangster-driven kind of mafioso kind of environment, which it is. We all know how PT's and Diamond Cabaret now, it all owns everything over there. Or you could have gone down the other path and developed it and making it a beautiful landscape looking over St. Louis. They chose the first one. And coming from that visual, as a kid maybe growing up in East St. Louis, it was amazing. It was amazing seeing the arch go up and, oh, my God, our future looks bright, to what it is today. He's probably got some very deep opinions on screwed up my entire
Well,
environment.
that seems weird, though, to me, because it says he had a bunch of strip clubs himself.
Correct.
So if he's trying to fix stuff, why would you put a strip club somewhere? That doesn't make any sense.
Good
I
question.
Can't follow the logic there.
Angela, great point.
You made a great point, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is that there are people that have moved away from East St. Louis back, and I've talked to them that said, this place was amazing and we had to go. We just had to go to Indianapolis or wherever my other friends went. They said back in the 60s and the 50s, this place was outstanding. I think they've just made wrong decisions, and Romanek might have been the kind of guy that said, we chose wrong. And he just voiced his opinion about it. And I didn't ever listen to his show, so I really don't even know what I'm talking about. But I'm just trying to be the devil's advocate here.
Well, regardless, Bob Romanek was a interesting personality, to say the least. And as it shows in life, very often, not everybody gets everything that they want. He had tons of money, but he was not very happy at the end of his life. His son passed away from a horrible, I believe it was cancer, so he had to watch that. He did try to help a lot of people out behind the scenes, and he was pulled off radio and then was very sick, fighting the disease for the last years of his life. Yeah. So,
I would say he's an interesting animated character in the landscape of what we know as radio. That's how I would.
But ultimately, that sort of quote radio was pulled off by the FCC,
right?
In this day and age,
it should be. It should be.
Yeah, in this day and age of quote free speech. From what we have in that. Yeah. So just wanted to touch upon that. A couple other quick headlines. A campaign to get recreational marijuana on the ballot in Missouri announced that it had collected 385,000 signatures on a petition ahead of Sunday's deadline. Only 170,000 were required to push for the measure in November. They got 385,000 to get this on the November ballot.
It's time.
I do believe it's going to be there.
It's time.
They sent the petitions, the activists did, to the Missouri Secretary of State's office, which can now review and certify the signatures to put on a measure on an upcoming ballot. It's just a matter of time now before marijuana becomes recreational in the state of Missouri, whether people think it's a good thing or not.
It's time. They get more money. The revenue that generates out of marijuana sales has built towns in Colorado. It has built ski lifts. It's time. It's just like gambling. I don't know how many people do are responsible gamblers, but the gambling money has been amazing for St. Charles and Maryland Heights with the Hollywood Casino. It's just time. I'm sorry, people smoke pot in St. Charles. It's not the worst thing that has happened to St. Charles or St. Louis or the world is marijuana smoking. You know, I'm sorry. Make some revenue off of it.
The proposed constitutional amendment would allow Missourians over the age of 21 to possess, consume, purchase, and cultivate marijuana.
There you go.
A 6% sales tax would be put on the products, which would generate an estimated $40 million a year. The revenue would then go to some of the expungement cost, veteran services, drug addiction treatment centers, and the public defender system.
Okay.
Michelle has the best comment on the Facebook line. It's because you have to be high to deal with what's going on in the world today.
Oh my God.
I can't stand
Actually,
pot.
she said, hell, you have to be high to deal with the hit that's going on in this crazy world today.
Yeah,
I just omitted those words.
Is anybody in this room a pot smoker?
No, I'm not.
Me neither. So who cares? I mean, it's like when I do.
Listen, it's legal now.
I think
we just have to wait and see studies that are done after the fact to see in the states where it has been legal.
Yes.
To see if anything has changed, if anything is. And it's not just, quote, pot smoking. Edibles have become a major source of use for a lot of people, from everything from relaxing to sleeping to also energy, as they've come up with different types of edibles.
There's an energy edible with pot?
Yeah, well, kind of. I've been told there's two edibles. One that put, and our listeners will jump in really quick.
Who knew?
One that helps put you to sleep, one that helps keep you awake. So jump in right now. Back me, Facebook listeners. It'll happen in a second.
Okay.
It will.
It'll be
Somebody's going to
interesting
jump
to see how companies, if companies follow suit, because a lot of companies, before you get hired, make you do
Before you get hired? Oh, okay.
Make you do a drug test of sorts. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe some of those laws change along with legalization.
But we have so many dispensaries around here that aren't even open yet. Have you seen that? You'll drive by a dispensary
absolutely.
It's not open. Oh, look, that one's not open either. So they know something's coming, right? You don't build a dispensary and not know something's around the corner.
Edibles are good because you don't want to smell like skunk.
It's true. Edibles almost killed my brother skiing one time. I know that. He ate a whole gummy bear.
Yeah, first time.
Yes, because they look so innocent.
Yeah, it'll put you to sleep.
It's like, here, have a gummy bear. Have a gummy bear, man. He first of all, he couldn't ski. Second of all, he couldn't ski on edibles. And I'll take that with me as a memory that I cherish forever.
So, when it gets put on the ballot, there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to pass. And I do believe it's going to be one of those measures that brings people out to vote in favor of.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it.
I just feel like nobody cares anymore. It's like you could slip this thing as a law on Friday night at midnight. It would be a law on Monday, and people are like, oh, look, the dispensary's open. Great. Okay, let's go to the baseball game.
Yeah, Alan said, so, Vic, you're saying all the listeners are smokers or edible users? No, I'm just saying that there's always one person that will know what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised that nobody has jumped in to explain the different types of edibles that they have right now, because I think, Vic, I'm sure probably a no on it. Todd would vote no on the recreational marijuana use.
Why is that, Todd?
And
I need to know why.
appreciate everybody's.
Todd,
And Joe Patterson, as he says companies adhere to the federal guidelines. And that's a big point that you bring up, Angela.
That makes sense. All right. That makes sense. I'll follow
because
that.
pot still is illegal from a federal standpoint, regardless of what the states do, which is very interesting.
Why? See, the problem is now I'm hearing about fentanyl being turned into pot smoker kids are dying from fentanyl somehow being laced with pot. What the hell is that? How do you even lace something? How do you lace pot with fentanyl? How is that even possible?
I don't know. Do we have a resident drug dealer that can fill us in on that information?
Wait, what did you say, Eric?
Put your phone down and listen. We're on air.
I'm getting information.
Okay. We're on air right now. You got to listen to the show. I have heard, and I will not name my sources, that say there are a couple of kids that have died drinking smoking fentanyl-laced marijuana.
We've talked about this on the show a lot.
So how and why are you putting fentanyl on marijuana?
We had the DA on the show talking to us. That's what's happening. It's coming up from
Is that just
Mexico.
to make you more addicted to the substance?
More addicted, and it's being made of other fillers and substances.
Fantastic.
And many kids don't even realize what they're smoking unless you know exactly where you're getting it or if it's being grown, and that's what's happening.
then this
the
is
DEA keeps telling us about this stuff.
Then another reason to make it legal, because I don't think that a legalized pot shop would have fentanyl laced marijuana, right? Go get your pot, your bud, whatever you want to call it, at a place that has no fentanyl in it. Okay, there's another reason for legalization of this stuff. But you're right, Vic. We need to go to Colorado, see how it's worked for the last 10 years. Did it do anything? Did it grow businesses? Did it delete? What happened? So yeah, let's do that. And if it worked out that it was like everything was okay.
Well, I know kids that had blood tests and they came back where they had fentanyl in their system and like, what the hell? And they're like, all we did was smoke. So and they smoked it in their Juul. And they're like, oh, no, this is fine. It's all cool and everything. And before you know, it's like, oh, do you know where you got? Oh, no, some guy. Oh, really? Okay. And that's how the situation became a story.
Yeah.
Because they had no idea where they got the stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why when you talk about the whole situation, I'm not even sure. I don't know. By making it legal changes the fact of what's laced and what isn't.
Oh, sure it does.
Because the cartel, when they bring this stuff in,
you don't get them through cartels. You get them through local growing.
Yeah, you get
them through local growing.
If you grow your own,
I'm telling you,
that would make sense.
It's happening already. I'm telling you right now, it's already happening. I do think there's a limit to this stuff, Angela, because in Seattle, through the exactly the same reasoning, we're going to let heroin addicts shoot up in Pioneer Square because we want them to use safe needles. We want their heroin to be procured safely. We don't want them to be in an alley. We'd rather they come into a lit area and then put their hypodermic needles into a garbage can that we can take care of. So I think that there's a limit to legalizing drugs. I just think that pot's one of those drugs. It's like, live your life. I don't feel like I do think we have to have parameters eventually. But I do not want to see, fentanyl-laced marijuana killing kids in St. Charles County. And I think if legalizing it helps, then I'm good for it. But as far as me personally, I don't smoke pot, and I don't think I would. I don't like the way it makes me feel.
So no, I'm not a smoke potter.
Would you get behind it?
A gummy guy. I don't know. I need to see more of it. I don't know. I need to see. I mean, if it's legal, it's legal. I don't know. But
yeah. It kind of falls
I want
under
to see
let
stats
someone
from
live.
others. I want to see stats from other states.
Let people live their lives.
And don't you think it's just going to be just like everything else? If you're a responsible human, you can figure it out. And if you're not a responsible human, you won't be able. It's like alcohol. You can go to the store and buy too much alcohol and not be a responsible human.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, go up to Alaska and see the indigenous people up there. They don't know how to handle alcohol, and they have a dividend and they get paid every single. You're right. These people, if you have the means to just do nothing but do drugs, you're going to do drugs. So you do have to kind of keep an eye on it. But as far as, man, I'm kind of a libertarian in this. I don't, I'm kind of like live your life, do what you want.
I would
you're
agree
here for
with that. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, you're here for a very small part of your life.
Does it affect me? Absolutely not.
Does what affect you?
Like if it's legal or not legal doesn't matter to me either way. So why not let people do what they want to do?
See, John said I sound liberal.
Yeah.
Do I sound liberal?
In that sense, well.
Do I sound liberal?
Maybe
I
not.
sound like the word libertarian, liberate me to do whatever the hell I want.
No,
right?
but you have to be careful with that too, because there are many hardcore conservative Republicans who are pushing this in the state as well, and they're pushing it from a dollar standpoint.
Why not, man? You're right.
So it's not just a liberal / conservative
the days
issue.
of Republican Democrats are dying because as a Republican,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because even like Elon said, the left has gone so far to the left, you can't even figure out where they went. They're gone. Now conservatives just kind of like, hey, we'd like to keep the country kind of the way it is.
I think there's also a lot of conservatives who have went so far to the right, they're also insane.
Really? What are the issues that make you so far to the right? Give me a few.
I think if you're a sane human, you can look and be like, there's crazy people on the right and there's crazy people on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can see that if you're being honest.
What does crazy mean, though?
Yeah, but give me the crazy on the right. I'll give you the crazy on the left, but give me the crazy on the right. Give me some.
See, I'm not prepared for my quiz today, Eric, but I'm just saying.
Well, you're smart enough to be able to talk about it logically.
She can say it tomorrow.
You want to study it? No.
I'm going to have to watch the news before I can regurgitate information, and I haven't watched the news. in
Then you don't. Then
2-3
why
years.
say there's so crazies on the right?
Because there are.
But why?
I hate to tell you that,
But
Eric.
why?
Because there are. Why are they crazy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think sometimes people just get so invested in their team.
Why call people crazy?
If you will.
Why call people
that
crazy?
they're like, ooh, we're going to go all the way over here. And if you can't see that there's both sides are like that in some aspect, that's a problem.
The word that's used publicly is called extreme.
Yes, that's a better word.
But then I've also heard
it's a marketing term.
Well, but I've heard people on the left say people on the right are extreme because they want Roe v. Wade overturned.
No, they don't.
And then I've also heard people on the right call people on the left extreme because they want to keep some certain areas cleaner when it comes to environmental causes. And so who's right and who decides what's extreme and what isn't?
And that's why I'm saying
not
these,
an inch deep,
these political parties, if you destroyed all political parties, if you said, boom, Republican,
I don't think either one of those are extreme.
If you said Republican, your offices are closed, you can't even use the Republicans are done, Democrats are done. We're just, if you vote for a person, it's because of who you're voting for. I just think that if you say Democrat right now, it leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. Defund police, critical race.
No, it doesn't.
I think
if you're Republican,
I think if you're a Democrat,
Oh my
the
God.
word Republican.
I was
leaves
about
a bad
to go the
taste
other
in
way.
your mouth.
Exactly.
I was about to go the other way too. I was about to make Angela's point for her. But you guys jump in on top of me all the time.
And
If
by
it
the way,
leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
can I? Speaking of
Okay,
taste
go
in your mouth, can I tell you about the edibles? We got the information. Okay, you have sativa and indica. The energy one is sativa, a sativa energy gummy.
Indica.
Relaxing indica. So it's sativa's energy. The relaxing is indica. So there you go. There's two different types of gummies that I just figure it.
I like how you show your phone like, I don't know this information. This was sent to me. That was good.
Yes, that's what I've been working on. I've been working on that information. Those are from
Just so everybody knows, it was on his phone. He showed it to
the
me.
gummy experts.
It's like this. I'm a musician. I should care about music. It's like you guys are having a discussion about banjos. I don't care about banjos. Play a banjo if you want to play a banjo. I don't do
What
not
are you
care.
talking about? What
this
subject?
whole pot subject? Screw it. If you want to smoke pot, knock yourself out.
Yeah,
Have
but
fun.
Eric, because you don't think it's a big deal, but I'm just telling you what the story was in the area.
I agree. It's a big
It's
story.
not my story or Angela's
It's
story.
a big story, but it's like I just do not care.
It's 385,000 signatures to get this on the ballot in November. And just because you don't like a subject doesn't mean it's not popular or important.
That's exactly right.
Thank you. Welcome to the show.
I have a bad taste in my mouth. I got to go get some more coffee to have more bad taste in my mouth.
Eric Johnson, Chris.
Democrats.
Knight. Oh, my God. Angela Sharp on Vic Faust and Fox 2. Back with more right after this.
I love these guys. They make funny with their mouths.
The Edge Morning Show.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called the Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell.
Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end.
You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Hey, it's Shanny for Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious So delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascot's Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
So you're not gonna want to miss this. The deals at Kohl's right now are beyond epic. I just got some new bath towels for $3 each. Found the cutest kids' outfits for only $5. And got myself some tees and tank tops for just $7. But the best part? You don't need any coupons. Can earn Kohl's Cash and get it all with free store pickup. Looks like April showers bring the flowers and the savings. Select styles. Sale ends April 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Travers Automotive and RV grand opening in Wentzville across the highway from the GM plant is happening right now. We have a selection of over 1,000 new late model cars and trucks with new vehicles arriving daily. Shop from all makes, all models with financing for everyone. Looking for an RV? We also have over 200 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes from Mesa Ridge, Open Range, KZ, Winnebago, Dutchman, and a great selection of used RVs. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or RV, make Travers Automotive RV your one-stop destination. Located off Highway 70 at the Highway A exit.
Hey, you. Ever wanted to learn a language like French or Spanish or even Norwegian, but thought it'd be too difficult or time-consuming? Then try Babbel. Quick 10-minute lessons.
Siesta.
Bambola. Games, podcasts, even live online classes with a real teacher.
Hola, clase.
In no time, chatting about real-life topics will feel, well, effortless. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FALL.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. In the break, we just got a new sponsor. Indica.
Yeah.
Indica. That's why Chris is quiet on the subject. He already had one.
That's right.
He didn't want us to say anything negative.
Yeah, it's brought to you by
Indica.
Sativa.
What would your drug of choice be?
Sativa.
Creatine.
Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, welcome to Sativa Indica. Anyway, hey, thanks for joining us today.
What's your drug of choice?
Eric Johnson.
6-hour energy drink, extra strength.
Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. I think we covered a lot. Join us for Fox 2 News at 5 and 9 tonight. You guys tell me what color tie because I can't
Orange!
I'll wear orange tonight.
Okay.
Orange it is.
I'll be tuned in. I want to see the orange tie.
I
tuned in the last time he told me it was going to be orange and it wasn't. So I will actually tune in tonight as well.
All right. Orange it is. We'll talk to everybody tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock.